Hey everybody, Cole here with trainwithcole.com. I wanted to make a video doing a book review of a book I recently read. Now, a lot of times when you guys see me talk here on either YouTube, Facebook, some of the forums that I interact on, typically I'm talking something about fitness, bodybuilding, personal training, and training just parameters as such. But something that I want to do to make these videos more appealing to more folks is to share a little bit more about my life. And I've done that a little bit in some of my previous videos, but one thing about me that I absolutely adore is reading. I love to read so much. I believe that knowledge is power, and I believe that we can get a lot of knowledge from reading. And I believe reading books. I don't think we can ever replace the reading of good books. I know we're in this digital age where everyone's blogging and making posts, but there's something about a book and just all the thoughts and things that go into it. There's just so much to be gleaned from them, and I think it's very foolish of people to not read regularly. But that's just my opinion. I'm not saying you have to read. That's just how I feel. But a book that I recently read, it was related to fitness in the industry, and I read it because job I'm getting ready to go start. I'm going to be a manager, director at a big athletic performance gym, and I'm going to be over there in the entire personal training and programming department. So I've been putting together ideas and trying to prepare how I'm going to lead and serve in that role. So I wanted to read this book, and I'm going to flip the camera on here so you guys can see. It is called Ignite the Fire, Secrets of Building a Successful Personal Training Career by John Goodman. John Goodman runs the PTDC.com, the Personal Training Development Center. If you guys are a coach, or if you're thinking about being a personal trainer, if you are a personal trainer, if you want to be an online personal trainer, or anything in the fitness industry, check out that website. It's a great resource. But I read this book, and I read it in a little under a week, actually. I just thought it was really excellent. A lot of good stuff in here. As you can see, I've highlighted and I've marked a lot of things. So what is the book? It's just, again, a synopsis on how to be a successful personal trainer. A rough, general, well, there's actually some really specific things in what to do and what not to do. So I wouldn't say it's a general overview map, but there's definitely some specificity to it. But some general things as well. It helps people who have been in the industry for a while. It also helps folks who are brand spanking new. So what I want to do with these book reviews, I want to give you guys 2 to 3 take-homes about the book, and then if it's worthwhile for you to read or not. The first thing I took home from this book that I learned, and these are some things that I've already kind of been privy with because I work as a personal trainer and online fitness coach and personal trainer, so not everything was inherently new to me, but there were some really good points nonetheless. Is the number one, personal training. If you want to be a good personal trainer and reach the highest level of success that is possible to reach in the fitness industry, which, believe it or not, it's very, very high, just a lot of people don't realize that, is you have to be a businessman. Being a personal trainer at a gym, if you just go do that and just rely solely on that gym as your only source of income and your only source of clients, you will not in any way reach the highest peak, so to say, in your professional career. To be a good personal trainer, you need to absolutely understand business, you need to absolutely understand marketing, and you need to absolutely understand sales. Those things together, you need to understand cash flow, you need to understand how to market yourself, advertise, you need to know how to make sales, how to get people to want to train with you, how to interact with them on a emotional level. It's very, very important, and this book has some good points on educating people how to do that, but that is critical. So that's point number 1 that I really grabbed from the book. Number 2 is that personal training is absolutely a teacher's job. If you want to be a good personal trainer and really good at your craft, you have to be able to articulate what you know to the client. People aren't as stupid as you think. They will sniff out a phony sooner or later. You need to know your craft. You need to know good science. You need to understand all of the intricacies and the technicalities of personal training and training people, from the nuts and bolts and X's and O's of how to perform certain exercises to the emotional coaching of how to get somebody to get to their goal. Because that is our job, to get them to their goal, to produce results. So you need to understand all of that. If you think you can be a personal trainer in the fitness industry and not be a marketer and not be a businessman, and not be a salesperson, dead wrong. You absolutely have to be. Point number 3 is you have to understand that a personal training relationship with a client, whether it's online, in person, in a group style setting, whatever it might be, you are an integral part of their life temporarily. So that what does that how does that work? How can you be an integral part of something in a temporary fashion? What I mean is, when you are working with people, they will pour their lives out to you. You will get to know them in intimate, deep ways that a lot of people, even their own family members, probably don't know about them. Um, you absolutely are a psychologist in a lot of ways. They're going to ask you for help, and they're going to share things with you that have nothing to do with training at all. And that's fine. I personally like that a lot. I like to know the people I'm working with. I want to know who you are, the person of you, what you like to do, not just did you do X amount of exercises or eat this way or that way. I like to know my people, and I think a good personal trainer will always want to genuinely know somebody. How's it temporary? Well, you're probably not going to train with somebody forever, you know? It's, that's, I guess, a lot of relationships are that way. But it's one of those scenarios where you will intimately get to know somebody, and then at the drop of a hat, that could be it. It could be over and done. So understanding just that emotional psychology with people and how they interact is something you have to know. So I would definitely rate this book very high. I think John Goodman did a tremendous job. Really, really enjoyed it a lot. So if you are thinking about the